against the Ole Miss Rebels and the Texas Longhorns. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Here in Austin, DKR is one of the most iconic stadiums in college football. Texas Memorial Stadium, the fans, the burnt orange. You've got Bevo here on the sideline. There is so much love every time you come to a college football game here. History in the making at DKR. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Longhorns ready to kick it away first. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
DKR heating up and trying to make third down impossible here. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got him wide open. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels.
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here's Brown to begin the drive. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Here's Arts to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. The run inside. It's Brown. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats.
Makes the grab in their space. They drop him at the 47-yard line, but he'll have plenty to move the sticks.
Running backs nowadays, they are wide receivers. I mean, you got to feature them in the pass game. Why? Because you get matchups on linebackers like this. Great job getting the football near the line of scrimmage. Bam, break it.
Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Looking for more room.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that up.
Looking for room. It's Lacey. Really good running. Gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16. And the Rebels in the hurry-up. They'll go right back to it. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
All the way down to the 15-yard line. It's first down. He'll do it himself. Maybe headed to the end zone. Touchdown Rebels. And they take it in for 6 more points.
And this offense showing off a little diversity, right? Like being able to run that option a different way, get a receiver that can catch the ball on the pitch, confuse the defense enough to create enough opportunity for the QB to keep it and punch it in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. Here he comes from midway in the end zone. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. To throw, Manning. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this has not been a good start for this offense. Like, this whole team, actually. They're already found themselves in a big hole. They're already trailing. They're going to need to throw the football, and you're going to have to protect your guy. This protection has to be better so he can make more plays.
And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Looking to the big tight end. And is going to be batted down. Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. It's the Ole Miss Rebels and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's check in with our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Checking in with the Rebels head coach. He said this is a crucial game on the road against a quality opponent. It means so much. Not only the college football playoff rankings, strength of schedule, and everything that goes into a matchup like this. This is the biggest challenge so far in their season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. And the Rebels will kick off first, and here we go. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hill. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Throwing more. Fires to the wideout. Or did he find a hole in that secondary? And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. Moore to the air. That's caught. It's hooked. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it, and you've got to do a better job now disguising.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Running inside, it's Davison. He is stopped well short of the first down, but they are still in field goal range, assuming they send the kicker out there. This offense has moved into plus territory, and they want to keep the heat on. They'll go for it on fourth down. More to throw for it on fourth down. Makes a grab past the marker. They make the stop, and not before. He gets enough to convert on fourth down, and rolling the dice pays off. Looking for a gap. It's Hill. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now softened them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Reads it, fires complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Oregon!
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the fourth down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. On the run from inside his own 5. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it's a great job by the back end of the defense that time, making up for what the front end of the defense couldn't do. The quarterback had all day to throw that ball, but it was the hit and coverage that forces the incompletion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Lacey. And that's why you do explosive work in the weight room. Arm day's a good thing as he gets to the 23.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down.
Could be an alley. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. The Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this third down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Great awareness that time by the safety. He's up.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Rifles it down the middle. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the 4th down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Moore. Rushes on him. Got his man out of the backfield. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, then that ball's not going anywhere. And you just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Moore will throw. Looking to the big tight end. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. The Ducks heading quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. Wide open downfield. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Ducks!
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Let's see what he can do with the return. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Gonna run it. It's Lacey. May not be the most memorable play of the day, but it's important as he gets them out to the 25-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Motion from the wideout. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. And this is already getting out.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. And the Rebels come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on first down. He'll pull it down and run. He's knocked down short gain, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this third down play. Pocket breaking down. Got his man. At the 45 on his way. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Alexander. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After the 4-yard completion on first down, now it's 2nd and 6. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Oh, they're after him. Couldn't find anyone open here, and he'll live to fight another play. It'll be third down.
Well, he did what he was coached to do, and he threw it away, but you can see he's frustrated with himself. He knows he's one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, and I think he's wishing he had that play back, as he might have been able to take off and scramble, and who knows what could have happened for the offense.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. This time he wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Touchdown, Rebels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Dante Moore. He unleashes a long one. Goes high to pull it in. They finally get him stopped. Man, oh man, did he almost make a play to end this half, but stopped on a touchdown-saving tackle. The Ducks will line up to kick off and start the second half. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this third quarter one-possession game and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Rides to the back. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And what a great job by the defense here. First down, second down, 2 straight runs. They stuffed both. And that was a big key for them coming into this game. They want to set up third and long situations. And now those edge rushers can pin their ears back to get after the quarterback. They can mix up and disguise their coverages on the back end, hoping to create negative plays and takeaways.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to them and you can get such pop.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. And the defense, got him at the 27.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in.
It's great, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks!
And you got to love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the third quarter. You had a big lead. You take the ball right away here in the second half. You drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. So the Rebels come out to get this drive started. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play. How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously,
guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. Dumps it to the back. Makes the grab. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. Great place to start for this offense. Here's more to throw. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. Got it on the outside. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. And the Ducks line it up with a first and goal. Can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Lacey. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Bring in the heat. And it's a sack.
Well, the defense has the opponent backed up in their own end, and they are pinning their ears back, getting after the quarterback. You see the athleticism and the speed.
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. The offense changing the play. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires left. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Man, that takes some serious onions. Backed up inside your own 10, and you're going for it on 4th down. No dice. Offense now set up an easy position to get a score.
A 1st down run on the doorstep. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. They've pushed it forward down to the 5, but now looking at 3rd and goal. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. And they get him down.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. 4th down, more. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. Excellent coverage by this defense. They were locked on them like glue, and that's not even close to a touchdown, and the defense makes the stand. At the 15, he's loose. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas, right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. He was looking everywhere for more running room and couldn't find it. He'll be 4 yards short, and it's 4th down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going to try to get it himself. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
Calls his own number. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And how good does that feel, right? You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. The defense knows you're going to try to run the ball to ice the game, and you rip off an 8-yard run. They know it's coming, and they still can't stop it.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. In the red area, it's Hill. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Throwing Moore. Get it out on the screen. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous, if you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more up.
And he's in. Pounded his way in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. These guys looking to put the finishing touches on this game with that score.
And I think you feel confident that ends it, right? Late in the game, it would take a miracle for the defense to get back in it. That miracle is no longer coming now.
And they did tack on the extra point. Coming out with it, it's Alexander. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Fires to the middle. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running.
I know one of the things this offense takes a lot of pride in the passing game is they feel like they can attack every area of the field. They have success when they throw it outside, but they're really good throwing to the middle of the field too. Quarterback has confidence. There's really good timing in this passing game, and you saw it right there between the QB and his intended target, getting that big catch.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback now breaking the field. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Boy, guys, they got off to a great start with that big first play on this drive, but now a couple of incompletions leaves them in a hole. Throws to the wideout. Misses again. It's incomplete, and that's 3 in a row.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just...
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on fourth down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Getting ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
Moore. Right on the money. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
And these little slots are so fast, and they can stretch the whole field. They make you just sit back on your heels. They make you nervous, really. But then they break those in-breaking routes where shows his number to the quarterback really quickly and make the play. These slot receivers, they're just so dynamic.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Moore to the air. Throws to the tight end. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
In a world of trouble from the start, and a massive loss on that play. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they